is very vanilla, even for Troy Aikman, who I always think of as a very vanilla announcer. He made a comment, I don't know if you know this, take the dresses off. And he's talking about the quarterbacks. I think you saw a lot of hits this weekend, especially ever since the Tua concussion. It seems like they're throwing the flag more and more and more. So Troy Aikman basically just said, take the dress off. And everybody and their grandmother is coming after him. Another thing, people are coming after him because Patrick Mahomes has passed him for touchdown passes in his career. In 165 games, Troy Aikman had 165. Patrick's early career, my man, I think it was, 68 games, and he's now at 166. Probably should have looked that up before I actually started talking about it. It's just something that stuck out in my mind. He's also taken heat for that. How can he be in the booth calling this game and not give him props for passing him and breaking your record? I'm like, man, people are just a little bit too sensitive. I can understand why Jordan Poole might be mad at Draymond Green, but come on now. We're going to make fun. We're going to bust out on the most vanilla announcer in the history of the world, and Troy Aikman, for saying take the dresses off the quarterbacks. We're going to go after him for not congratulating Patrick Mahomes for passing him in his career touchdowns. Pretty weird. Now, I'm going to take some shots at Dansby Swanson, and rightly so. I don't know if you realized yesterday we did have playoff baseball back. The division series are in full swing. All the favorites, think about it, all the higher seeds yesterday took game one. The Dodgers won 5-3 last night. Padres' first inning, the first 3 innings were trash. They tried to make a good rally, and guess what? Dodgers' bullpen shut them down. The Yankees won 4-1 in a very, I wouldn't say a dramatic game. Now, the Astros game, the walk-off by Yordan Alvarez, are you kidding me? When I saw that pitch and I saw him hit it, everybody in that building, everybody on TV, everybody knew that was gone. And I just want to ask you, Kay, with runners on first and second, 2 outs, you throw a meatball right down the middle of the pipe, Yordan made you pay. The only team that did lose yesterday, the higher seed to the lower seed, and that would be the Braves as they lost to Philly. And I got one person I can blame this on. Jay, I don't know how you feel, but Dansby Swanson, 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts. He had more people left on base than, he had a small village out there. He left them all on base. He didn't help nobody. Great career year for Dansby, but that is a very forgettable game one. Also saw some interesting stats, Jay. I think you might like this. Did you know that the Atlanta Braves this year broke a record that a lot of people probably don't know about? Do you know how many sacrifice bunts they had this season?
How many, John?
4.
Wow.
And they even got one on the last on game 161 when Michael Harris advanced the runners. Do you know who put a sacrifice bunt down yesterday?
Who?
A guy who has more MVPs, 2, in fact, more than the entire Braves roster, and that would be one Bryce Harper. He laid down a sac bunt. Kind of curious why it is that still teams, when you got your third baseman playing shortstop and they're doing the shift, and a bad bunt down the left field. Make them pay. Get on base and then hit the long ball instead of solo jobs. Make them adjust to you. I don't understand why they're not doing that in baseball, but we got more games today. We only got 2 of them today. Want to know, Jay, you're a huge, huge Philly hater. You're a Cardinals fan. The Braves, I don't know, are you indifferent on them, or is it just your pure hate for the Phillies that you're going to be rooting for the Braves today?
I'm a Braves fan too, John. I have a power ranking system. The Cardinals are 1, and then the Braves are 2nd, and then 3rd is, the 3rd team.
Actually, hold on. I don't know if you realize my brain.
The Marlins, John. How many times I got to mention the Marlins?
How could I forget that? How could I forget that?
So I got the Cardinals and the Braves are 2nd, and the Marlins are 3rd. So I've got a power ranking.
Jesus Luzardo or Sandy Alcantara? Which one's your favorite? pitcher?
Sandy's obviously the favorite pitcher, John. The guy's an absolute horse. Speaking of horses, John,
but
Joe
you
Musgrove.
made a lot of money on Jesus. Oh my goodness. I heard y'all talking about that today.
This guy's a straight-up cheater. Give me a break. That's not how ears look, John. Now, if you want to say that everybody's also doing it in the playoffs, that's one thing. But the idea that he was, not cheating is ridiculous. He was cheating.
The idea that he was not, that is, it is.
Yeah, look, that's not how ear. John, have you seen an ear before?
When
have
I
you
talk
seen
about
ears
baseball,
before?
if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That's fair enough. Hey, I'm totally here for that. But don't tell me he's not cheating, because he was.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but you have to also look at it. I mean, we've got cork bats from Sammy Sosa. We got steroid era with Mark McGwire. We got the cocaine era with Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry. You got the whole Houston Astros organization stealing signs, using cameras and technology.
And trash
banging
cans.
trash cans. Yeah, I was going to say, and bagging trash cans, because the world is just wild, man.
John,
But,
do you
man,
think
what
the
a
Braves
week.
win at home today? Do you think they split these home series, or do you think Phillies take 2 on the road?
I just can't see them starting down in an 0-2 hole after the season. The way they came back and they beat up on the Mets, they went to New York. They were fantastic, and I did mention yesterday, not to you personally when I talked to you yesterday, not on the air, when I was talking about, this first game, they got their pitching set up, but baseball, you play 162, you're playing every day, having this little lull and not meaningful games for some teams down the stretch. I thought the Braves, with all the meaningful games coming back to win the NL East, I thought that they would still be more prepared. I thought I'm sorry, Max Fried. I thought that was the biggest pitching advantage, period, yesterday. I don't know, do you know Ranger Suarez very well? I mean, I know who he is. I'm just saying, but Ranger Suarez went out there through 3 1/3, only gave up 1 run, kept them in it, and let's just be real. That's 7-6. If you didn't see the game, Matt Olson had a 3-run job in the 9th to make what would look like a beat down by the Phillies just a little bit closer. And again, 4 strikeouts by Dansby Swanson with runners on base. Pretty pathetic. Now, today, do they get the dub? Do you know that line, when I was looking at it very, very, very late last night, it came out, it was about 145. Checked it a little bit. It was not down much, but it was down from a FanDuel to minus 138. So it looks like people are putting a little money on this Phillies team. I don't blame them. The Phillies, if you haven't been paying attention to them lately, you saw what they did to the Cardinals. Ooh, I'm sorry that hurts, I know, but they've been hitting the baseball. They've been pitching well. They've been playing great defense. So far in these playoffs, they've already scored 15 runs through 3 games. Not bad. Not bad, and they've only given up 9. So
we talked about
playing complimentary baseball.
You talked about playing meaningful baseball down the stretch, John. The Phillies are in the same boat. They had to fight like hell to even make the playoffs there at the end. So those are 2 teams that really, in that regard, don't have a huge advantage over one another.
Now, do you think the thing that freaks me out is just to visualize the Braves going 0-2 to start this after they came back and won the World Series last year. We know the whole story. We know how great their defense is up the middle, especially with Michael Harris manning center field. The infield's fabulous. This is a good team. They can hit, but not many people are really going to go out there and bust up Zach Wheeler, and that's where I feel like, should I put it on there yesterday? Do I take the Phillies? I know you can't stand them, but Zach Wheeler is by far the best pitcher in this series. I mean,
you're right, he is. But they threw 7 guys yesterday. Their starter goes 3 innings. They had to throw 7 guys to get through that game. They've also now, if you count the Cardinals game, they've won 3 straight playoffs games. That's hard to win. I know it's 2 different teams. It's hard to win 4 straight playoff games. Their bullpen is a little bit shot. You have to lay kind of a big number on the Braves, but I kind of like the Braves to win this game.
You like going? You're backing Kyle Wright. You're backing at that lineup again. Zach Wheeler, just thinking about his last 2 starts, man. When he pitched against the Cardinals, it went 6 1/3.
Yeah, dominated.
Didn't give up a single.
Could have gone more if he needed to.
If he needed to, but that game was well, in hand. And the time that he pitched for, in fact, his last 3 starts, I believe. I don't think Zach Wheeler is given up. He's given up 1 run in his last 4 starts, giving up 1 run. Not bad.
Yeah,
Not
but
bad at all.
I'm just looking at the bigger picture here. Now, it's one of those things you kind of have to hold your
Dansby striking out, the Braves not moving runners. What are you looking at? Help me with the big picture because I'm going to play the game.
You have to hold your nose, I feel like, and bet against Zach Wheeler, even though you want to take Zach Wheeler. 7 guys is not a small amount of bullpen guys used. Now, some of those guys can probably throw 2 straight days, but they're also looking bigger picture as well. I would think the Phillies are. They do not want to put all their eggs into winning the first 2 games of this basket. I feel like
this is a 5-game series, so this is why I think it is important. I think they go completely out because if you get the first 2, you got 3 chances. You just need 1 game, and guess what? 2 of them are back at your crib.
So they're planning to go 3-0 though. That's wild. That's a wild. I mean, that would be 5 games in a row.
They're playing to get the 2. I'm playing. Can they win 5 games in a row? We watch all during the regular seasons. Team get on streaks. We watch team gets on losing streaks. And sometimes when your entire team is playing good baseball and everybody believes in themselves, people go up there, get in that box. They get the big hit. They make the good defensive play. And right now, if you look at this Phillies team, you can't tell me they aren't playing with just a ton of confidence.
No, they are, and I hate that. The only good thing about the Phillies, though, John, is that they're doing this after firing Joe Girardi.
The only good thing, I want to hear this.
It's because they're doing this after firing Joe Girardi, and that's great. Everyone can be happy knowing that this is being done because they fired Joe Girardi, who is a quack, by the way.
Yes, he's always been a little bit.
Exactly, John. So they fire this guy, they start winning. It's how it goes.
And the weird thing is right now, if you watched, Schwarber isn't hitting right now for the Phillies. It's Castellanos, it's Braum, it's Segura. It's
wait, John, wait. Kyle Schwarber
and then Bryce.
Kyle Schwarber isn't putting the ball in play. That's crazy. That doesn't sound like Kyle Schwarber, John.
Well, hey, he's usually a home run or a strikeout
or 3 swings and won't take a seat. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of wild. They lead him off. But, again, Bryce Harper yesterday, how awesome was he? 3 for 3 with a walk, laid down that bunt, played great. That's why he's got 2 MVPs. He's playing well. There's just something. This Phillies team has a little moxie. I'm scared to death. And the thing, like you said, I'm so scared to bet against Zach Wheeler. He could go out there and dominate that game. But the other game that I wanted to talk about to you is, please, Darvish is on the bump today. And the Padres are still getting the comeback of plus 180 against Clayton Kershaw, he's probably as old as I am. Now, he's probably held at like 35, but you know what I mean. Clayton Kershaw, yes, great pitcher, the old lefty, big old sweeping curveball. But Darvish, you saw him in his first outing, did you not?
I did. Clayton Kershaw is 34,
innings.
John, you're right.
I was close. I was one ahead of him. One ahead. Thank you for looking that up. I appreciate that. But don't you feel like that Padres lineup against that Dodgers lineup, if I'm going to touch anything, over 7. I don't mean Clayton Kershaw is going to give up 3. Darvish usually gives up a long ball, strike everybody and their grandmother out, and he's been pitching extremely well. But these lineups are nasty. Why is that total only at 7?
Oh, you're going over the 7.
I'm thinking about it a lot. I'm thinking about it really dead-gum hard.
See, we talked yesterday about this, John. I loved the Padres on the money line yesterday. I really thought the Padres were going to come off hot playing against the Mets, and I thought they were going to win that game. Obviously, that did not happen. They were, like you said, dominated by the Dodgers bullpen late, and that makes me terrified to play this game one way or the other on the money line because my heart is telling me and my head kind of is like, you should bet the Padres. But I watched that game yesterday, and I'm not sure once the Dodgers bring in their bullpen if the Padres are going to get another hit for the rest of the night, which also kind of makes me scared about going over 7. Like, we're kind of counting on Clayton Kershaw and then the Padres pen and Darvish, I suppose, to give up runs.
Yeah, we are. And now you know what time it is, by the way?
What time?
It's time for you to do something. It's time for you to know that you need protection, Jay. You've been out for, 8, 9, 10 days. Good thing that I got you some protection from Bob Simpson. You had insurance. You got to a doctor. You finally found one that, knows how to take care of your, we'll just say, unfortunate situation. Just kidding with you, Jay's fine. But you have to have health insurance. You have to have life insurance. When you're out driving around, I almost got hit today in the van. I'm telling you, some crazy lunatic came up to me and was plowing me. But you know what? I didn't even sweat. I didn't even fret because I got Bob Simpson at State Farm backing me up. Stay protected with your good neighbor, Bob Simpson. Go get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Give him a call at 901-381-1233. Jay, I'm in the box.
So, John, you almost got plowed this morning?
Dude, on the way over here, I'm not joking. I got a little bit of fear. I had no fear because Bob's backing me up, but I just closed my eyes and slammed on the brakes because this dude just came and run in the red light, and I don't even know why I looked the other direction. And I just saw him. I mean, he was just some crazy lunatic who's drunk before noon.
Do you get plowed very often, John?
Yeah, you know.
When was the last time you got plowed?
Actually, I got rear-ended downtown one night. It was horrible in 2019.
That sounds
right when
gross.
Everything was going south. I know. It was. Is that your first question of
That
the
was
day?
question 1, John. When was the last time you got plowed? Question 2, John. Last night, the National Hockey League dropped the puck. Is that how we say it? I was going to say tipped off, but they don't tip off in hockey. They dropped the puck. They faced off last night, John. They faced off in the National Hockey League. Last year, I set your over-under games to watch 30.5, John. You have convinced me that you are going to go over that 30 this year. Did you watch one of the games last night?
Last night I did not. I was en route back to Memphis.
Oh, that's
so
fair
I did
enough.
not
That's
get
good.
to see anything. I was
That's
listening
good.
to the games, but I will tell you, I know about all the games tonight, and I've been looking at the Kraken, man. Anaheim's minus 25. You can get the Kraken plus 110 right now. I love the Kraken versus the Ducks. It's a 9 o'clock drop of the puck. And the one thing that I will tell you, remember how we did baseball? Anything that's a huge comeback, if it's plus, like, say, 240 or more, you take
275.
it.
Yeah, we take it.
275 is what we did, but we got the Blue Jackets getting 2 plus 250. We have the Maple Leafs plus 240, or any of these dogs who are both on the road. Blue Jackets. By the way, Blue Jackets, I've never even heard of that team. Is that a real team?
That's a real. The Blackhawks, John, plus 310 against the Avalanche. That's an over 300 one. Do we think this rule
I didn't
applies
even
to
see-
hockey
but-
too?
Well, I was thinking it might, but I will tell you one thing. That Avalanche team is dope, and I heard Chicago is pathetic.
Yeah, they weren't good last year. You're right. But I like where your head's
So-
at, John. I'm really enjoying
You
that
like where
quite a
my
bit.
head's at.
I love where your head's at. All right, now I'll get to you to a question that you're probably more apt to want to answer. We talked about the Phillies and Braves game. We talked about all the different ways you can bet it. We talked about the Padres and Dodgers and all the ways you can bet it. I'm going to hold you down, John, as it stands right now at 11:21 a.m. on the 12th of October, Wednesday morning. What is your best bet you're looking at for tonight in Major League Baseball?
Oh, you're going to think I'm a lunatic. Dansby Swanson 0 for 4 after his best season. He's at home. He's down from his high school. He's not far from where he grew up. Does he get it? Is over a half a hit? Is that a good play for Dansby today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or is that just?
I love it.
I love that play, and I also, again, I keep looking at this Padres Dodgers, and you look at that lineup, and you see the firepower that they have. Yu Darvish, Clayton Kershaw, both of these teams play each other so many times during the regular season. They know each other. They've seen each other. I think that total is set way too low at 7. I'm going over. And I'm taking Dansby to get a hit today because he was horrible yesterday, and he's in a contract year, and he wants to get paid.
I like that, John. I love the over. I also like that your best bet was a minus 250 play.
Is it really minus 250?
Yeah, it's minus 250.
Well, you know what? Let's go 2 total bases.
Oh, love it.
2
I'm
total
here for
bases
it.
for Dansby. I like it. 2
Nailed
total
it.
bases. We're going to switch up. My bad.
No,
I'm just
John,
thinking that
no,
he's gotta
no.
have so much of a bounce back day.
No, John, you're out. You look. If someone wants to lay the 250, you give it to him. You're also giving him something for a parlay. You don't have to apologize, John. I like the play.
Yeah. By the way, what do you think about Urias being the now the ace of the Dodgers? And maybe their closer.
Well, I think it says more about the way their starting pitching went down the stretch of the season more than anything else.
Yeah. Walker Buehler, is he ever going to be the same again? He still wears do you think he has arm injuries because his pants are too tight?
Yeah, I was about to say, John, it's because his pants are too tight.
I'm being dead serious.
And Gonzo, he's a better Muppet than he is a pitcher, please.
I agree with that. By the way, what is the NFL trying to do to us real quick, Jay? Did you see what the Thursday night game is?
John, I'm not here to poo-poo great Thursday night football games like the game we had last week.
Dude, it's not. Wait. Hold on. We have the Commandos, the Washington Commanders, the Commodores,
the commies,
as you like to say.
The commies.
And we got the Bears.
That's an electric football game, John. If we don't have another touchdown, I will be so excited. John, as Al Michaels said during last Thursday night's game, the worse it is, sometimes the better it is. And that's my attitude, and I was praying last week for no touchdowns and a tie. We didn't get it, unfortunately, but what an electric football game that was.
Well, I don't know, but did you hear why is Ron Rivera backing his comments off when asked?
Well,
what was wrong with his
because
team?
the rest of the team was all. I mean, I know you hate Carson Wentz, and so does you, as you should. Nobody likes Carson.
I wouldn't
Wentz.
say I hate the man. I don't know him that well, but I would tell you one thing: I hate watching him play the game of football.
But also, the rest of his team is terrible too. Like they should not get a pass.
Oh, are you trying to say Antonio Gibson's not any good? What are you talking about? That man played in Memphis.
Okay, but they're not playing well as a unit. Like the offensive line is bad. He has no weapons to throw to. The defense isn't playing.
Terry
particularly
McLaurin
well.
isn't a good weapon. You just hold on.
He's
you
not,
say he
John.
has
They're
no
not,
weapons.
but he's not getting any protection either. Like the protection up front is so bad. There's like a whole laundry list of awful offensive lines in the league right now. The Commanders are firmly on that list right now. I don't think Carson Wentz is good, but I don't think he's getting the help he needs either.
You know what? You are a lunatic. I'm telling you right now. I agree. You're such a why you are defending Carson Wentz.
I don't like Carson Wentz.
Rivera finally got it out and just told the truth. I don't know why he doesn't go to Taylor Heineke. He's standing there above the podium. He gave a one-word answer. Why is the rest of the division, the Cowboys, the Eagles, why are they growing so fast and playing such good football, and you are 1-4 in trash? And his answer was what? The quarterback.
Danny Dimes.
Hell, the Giants are, by the way, the Giants are 5-1, brother.
Giants are good.
Like,
Giants are
think
a
about
horse,
this.
John. Giants are a horse. Danny Dimes, DJ.
Dude, I think Brian Daboll is like the luckiest guy in the world. When he was at Alabama, great talent, made it work. When he goes over there to Buffalo, you got Josh Allen. He turns him to the next special super thing, and then he goes to New York somehow. And I don't understand how he's here. But, yes, the Giants – I'm sorry, the Giants are 4-1. They've only played 5 games.
They're a horse, though, man. They have no receivers, and they still win games because their scheme is genius.
Dude, I don't by the way, how ticked off do you think Aaron Rodgers was?
Oh, when you lose to a formidable opponent like that, John, you can't be upset.
Dude, do you know what the score was at halftime? It's like
John,
your Tennessee Titans
huge
playing
comeback.
when they played the Giants. By the way, just hold on, the Giants like to come back. Remember, the Giants were trailing the Titans 13-0. The Titans got the kickoff to start the second half. Everything should have said Titans victory. Giants came back and win. Giants were down, remember, 20-3, and all of a sudden you get a little late second quarter touchdown, make it 17 or no, it was 17 7 10 to 20 is what it was. And you're down. I mean, the Green Bay Packers were up 10 points.
Yeah, but you saw when Saquon went out, John, Danny Dimes turned it on. He started using his wheels. He started scrambling. He would get up in the pie. He did some slide. Daniel Jones is a gamer, man. That's my quarterback right there. I'm a low-key Giants fan now, John. I love the Giants.
Daniel Jones did play really good.
He played awesome when Saquon went out. He started balling.
How many times would you ever think in your life that Danny Dimes would have a higher QBR than Aaron Rodgers? It happened.
He's the guy, John. He's the quarterback of the future. Giants fans are I don't care if he won us that game. We still don't want him as a quarterback, right? Because there's no evidence no matter how good he plays this year, John, the Giants fans already decided year one when they saw him play year one, oh, this guy's no good. It's stupid.
Well, it is stupid, but you know what? I'll tell you one thing that's not stupid. Do you know what happens a week from today? Do you know?
What happens a week from today?
Grizzlies, they tip it up.
Wow.
You didn't know that, did you?
John, it slipped my mind.
Woo, week from today. We're going to talk with Dustin Starr on the other side. And don't forget, I'm at the Hilton Garden Inn out here in Germantown. We're getting ready to celebrate. We're going to talk with Coach James Thomas of Houston High School, Tyler Gord of North Point Christian School, as well as we're talking about the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game, which is taking place December 10th at Memphis University School. Of course, that kick time is at 2:30. Tickets $10, and kids under 6, $5. That's it. Go out there and watch some good football. We'll be talking with some coaches. We got Dustin Starr. Lance Bell is going to join us. The Henry Bell Open is this weekend. I can't wait for it. So we have a busy show. I wouldn't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hey, Mid-South, you want a new ride? We got Gossett and Gossett Kia on the Pike. How about up to 35 mpg in the new 2023 Kia Seltos LX SUV? Only $257 a month, 36-month lease, $29.99 due at signing. And get behind the wheel for a real thrill in 2023 Kia K5 LXS sedan. We Gossett $293 a month, 36-month lease, $31.99 due at signing. If you don't see what you want, not a problem. Let Bobby J order a new ride for you today, and you won't pay over MSRP. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Ask for Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike. Online, KiaCovingtonPike.com. If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars. Seltos P738 6423, MSRP 25325, K5 950 6883, MSRP 26860, PF 695. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/31/2022 with approved credit. Dealer stock only. Warranties and limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for everything you need for tailgates and patios. Grills and chairs, charcoal and coolers. Everything to make a great game or a great day. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It's East Memphis Ace Hardware. Locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station, East Memphis Ace Hardware is where you'll find Benjamin Moore paints, local plants from local growers, and Black & Decker tools. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their tailgates. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps, fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
O'Reilly. It's Super Start Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get up to a $25 gift card after a mail-in rebate with the purchase of select Super Start batteries. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Super Start batteries. We also have battery solutions for many hybrid and electric vehicles. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, Mid-South, I've got Jeff Allen on the phone at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah. Hey, Jeff, what's shaking?
We are making our customers happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah. How about this? 2023 Kia Sorento LX all-wheel drive for just $257 per month. 36-month lease, $29.99 due at signing. And I've got a 2023 Kia Sportage LX front-wheel drive, $287 per month. 36-month lease, $34.99 due at signing.
Well, I'm feeling happy, Jeff.
And if you don't see what you want, no problem. I'll order exactly what you want, and you won't pay over MSRP at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
Plus, every Gossett Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah.
2680 Mount Moriah or KiaMountMoriah.com. Seltos P738 6423, MSRP 25325, K5 950 6883, MSRP 26860, PF 695. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Kia. Excludes tax title and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/31/2022 with approved credit. Dealer stock only. Warranties and limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com or retailer for details.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's back at the house, and we're about to talk with Dustin Starr. But I want to remind you, man, I'm out here at the Hilton Garden Inn out in Germantown. They're hosting the 20th annual AutoZone Libertyville High School All-Star Game Luncheon. James Thomas, who's going to be the head coach for the red team, and Tyler Gold, who's going to be the coach for the blue team. They're going to join us a little bit. We're going to talk with them. We're going to talk with Dustin Starr. We got Hardwood because it feels so good. I'm bringing Lance Bell on to talk about the Henry Bell Open, and we got all kinds of stuff. We got playoff baseball. We got to talk NFL. The worst game in the history of Thursday Night Football will be happening tomorrow. The Commanders and the Bears. Are the Braves going to go 0-2? A lot of stuff to get to, but I do want to remind you something very important. If you love sports, if you love football, heck, I don't know if you realize, man, football season, man, we 5 games into this bad boy. It's in full swing, so now's the perfect time to download the FanDuel app, America's #1 sports book. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back if your first bet doesn't win. If it wins, you're in like Flynn, baby. It's a no-sweat first bet. Just sign up with the promo code HAPPY, and I'm going to tell you, why do I love FanDuel? Why do I use FanDuel all the time? One, very simple. When I win, I get my winnings fast. Plus, they have all my favorite bets from money lines to point spreads to player props. I love combining my bets for a chance at a bigger payout with the same game parlay. And have you ever just kind of slept a little bit too late? You forgot there's a game over in London. You wake up at 9:45. The game's already starting. Don't fret. You can bet with live betting. That's right. They update all the odds on the games that have already started. It's all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Sign up today with the promo code HAPPY for your no-sweat first bet. That's promo code HAPPY. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook partner, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789. What's up, Star?
Yo, happy hour, Johnny Radio. What's up, brother?
My man. We got a T-1 week before you tip the season off, right? You ready for it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me? The preseason has been, and talk about the Grizzlies, preseason has been so much fun. Open practice on Sunday was packed. Oh, my gosh, there's so much excitement. Heck yeah, I'm ready. You kidding me? I can't wait to pick out my new Grizzlies swag. Got some new kicks that I'm going to be debuting as well.
Oh, dude, you better make sure if you get yourself some new kicks, don't forget you better get Maria some too, brother.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding.
Now,
it's approaching very, very quickly, though.
Yeah, it is flying up. I mean, I still can't believe we're a week away. We got playoff baseball, we got the NFL, and now basketball is starting back. Everybody in the Mid-South should be partying. Plus, you got the boys down south in Oxford who are looking really good. And the boys a little northeast of us over for Tennessee Vols are looking dead-gum great. I know Memphis fans are probably not the happiest people in the world right now, but, hey, everything else is looking really good, right?
Right. Memphis wrestling looking really good. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up, too. So, yeah, it's about to get really, really busy.
So, tell me what you got coming down the pipe. How did everything go last week? What did you learn? What did you see? We have now had the newbies. What did you call them? The new guys who got out there and now got the ring?
Newbies. Yeah, so our Stars of Tomorrow, they've been training with us anywhere from 6 months, a year, just varies, but they're all kind of near the same, or they're the exactly same level of experience, really. They didn't have their first match in front of a live crowd until last Saturday. It was called our Stars of Tomorrow. It'll be a 2-week special that we do on Memphis Wrestling. I believe it's November 5th and 12th are the air dates. But, Johnny, I cannot tell you how proud I am of these students. They had the very best first matches that I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not just saying that because they're our students. And I am biased. I love them all to death. But I remember having my very first matches, and they were terrible. They were so bad for a year or even longer than that. They were so bad. And, I was so young. I started when I was 15 training, had my first matches at 16, 17 years old, and they were not good. It was like a kid getting beat up by a grown man. You have to grow into that role in wrestling and be believable and all that. But, man, on Saturday, they were so good. And so I know it's very early on, but the future is very, very bright for a lot of the Stars of Tomorrow. It was really good. Can't wait for you guys to see it.
Well, I'm very proud of you. You've been tearing it up. Everybody go to championshipwrestling@memphis.com. Check it out. Follow Dustin at Dustin Starr. And don't forget at CW30 Wrestling. Now, you had the champions of tomorrow. But what about the Halloween Spooktacular? When's it? How do I get tickets? What's going down? Fill me in.
Well, you can actually save $5 off tickets right now. Use the code word SPOOKY at checkout. Just go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com and you'll see the banner at the top. Gangrel will be here. Mads Kruger, a lot of people saw him at the 901 Grizz Day Bash, so he's back. It's going to be really fun. People are going to wear costumes. We'll have a costume contest, especially with the Orion Fan of the Week and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's coming up on October the 23rd. And then, of course, the Halloween Spooktacular airs the very next Saturday on the 29th. And we're live at Dave & Buster's on the 30th. So we're having a really exciting Halloween. So if you're into wrestling and you're in the, I would say within a 2-hour radius or whatever, wherever you're listening to this, if it's online or on the radio, man, come out. That's free at Dave & Buster's. But don't miss the Spooktacular. And then,
And I was going to say, and don't miss anything. As long as you go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com, you'll be able to keep up with it all. Again, Dustin, love you to death. Give Maria my love. I'll see you for sure on Wednesday at the Grizzlies game. And until then, be blessed, my brother.
All right, Johnny. I appreciate it, man. I will see you soon.
Later, brother. That is Dustin Starr. Now, coming up on the other side, we're going to be talking with Tyler Gold. My man's been coaching everywhere from Evangelical Christian School in Fort Myers, Florida, 6 seasons now. He's in his 4th season at North Point Christian School. He's the head coach of the Blue Team. Well, he's next. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Hi, folks. Good news from the Chevy Sheriff for truck buyers. A Chevy Truck Month at the Sunrise Chevy Ranch. Rebates up to $2,000. Discounts high as $10,000. Bankrupt, slow pay, bad credit. It's okay. Sunrise specializes in secondary financing. Need a good used truck? Remember, Sunrise Chevy specializes in used cars and trucks under $15,000. Chevy trucks cost less at the Sunrise Chevy Ranch, partner. Find new roads to 385 in Houston, Levy, and Collierville. Check out the all-new Sunrise Truck Corral. Huge selection of nothing but trucks. All makes, all models, all prices, all trucks, all the time. Next to Sunrise Wolf Chase.
You need concrete coatings, materials, and supplies in Memphis fast, and you get this answer? Oh, yeah, we got that stuff, I think, but it's in Wisconsin, so you're going to have to wait a few days for delivery. Why wait? Get your concrete coating and supplies now at TSS Supply. Everything that you need for coating concrete at TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road. And you're not dealing with just any supply store. TSS Supply specializes only in concrete coatings, materials, and supplies, all in one place. Most products are delivered same day or within 24 hours. Looking for a particular item, you need large quantities, or just have general questions? Call them at 901-729-0565, 729-0565, or you can email your question to Brad at tsssupply.com. All month in October, TSS Supply is celebrating its grand opening with 10% off your first order. TSS Supply, 5665 East Rains Road.
This is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Choate's is offering some amazing specials for this month only. If you're considering upgrading your furnace before the cold weather comes, Choate's is offering $1,000 off a new Carrier furnace. If you don't need a new furnace, Choate's is now offering its early bird $60 furnace tune-up. This 22-point tune-up includes a free carbon monoxide test and heat exchanger inspection. And Choate's is your indoor air quality expert. For the best quality air for you and your family, it's recommended to have your air ducts cleaned every 8 years. This month only, Choate's will install a free UV light system when you get your air ducts cleaned, a $500 value. Call us at 347-8086 to take advantage of these amazing deals. So, turn to the experts with Choate's, and remember, let our family serve your family.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms. to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
It's time to get to Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike for some falling prices. Book your next adventure with 27 combined MPG in our 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. $359 a month or $26,095. Get off-road, snow, ice, or everyday driving in 2023 Eclipse Cross. We Gossett $399 a month or $28,880. Or get 7 seating capacity in 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. We Gossett at $419 a month or $31,095. And always get peace of mind with our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months, 500 military rebate. Sport NUO 19221, MSRP 26845. Eclipse PC 005115, MSRP 29380. Outlander NZO 86720, MSRP 31595. PF 695. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/31/22. Dealer stock only.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan's back. He's back at the house today holding down the fort. But today I'm out here. I'm at the Hilton Garden Inn over in Germantown. We're out here because we got a lot of stuff going on. We're celebrating. We're having a little luncheon. It's the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game. I'm blessed to be joined by Tyler Gold, head coach right now at North Point Christian School. I like him a lot already because he runs a spread offense and they throw the football all over the yard. Last year, he served an assistant coach for this all-star game. This year, he's going to be the head coach. First and foremost, Tyler, thanks for joining me. I know this has got to be pretty exciting. And I just want to first and foremost ask you, what's it like, being in South Haven, Mississippi at North Point Christian School? How far are y'all coming and where do you see you're going to something? Like, where are you going in the future?
Yeah, thanks for having me. First off, we came to South Haven 4 years ago. It's kind of one of those acts of God. We were in Southwest Florida, and me and the wife just kind of looked at each other, said we wanted to raise our kids somewhere a little bit slower paced life and go coach some good football. And North Point Christian School and me kind of crossed paths, and it's really just been a blessing. We've been there now going on 4 seasons, and kind of been a turnaround program. We're still building it, and it's just been fantastic for us. And love the area, love the people. It's right here in Memphis too, so you get all the benefits of that as well. And so it's just been a blessing.
It is a blessing. It's a blessing to play high school football. I can't imagine what it's like to actually coach it. I'm going to be talking also with James Thomas. He's the head coach for the red team. Of course, Tyler Gold, head coach for the blue team. How much do you know about James? How much do you know? What do you think he's going to do? Are you going to come out here with these young men? And do you get with the other head coaches? Again, when you got strong names like, Joe, you got Rodney Salisbury over there, you get all these guys together. How do y'all figure out what defensive scheme to run? How do you figure out what type of offense that you're going to run? And how much time do these kids, these seniors, get an opportunity to play with each other in practice?
Absolutely. First, Coach Thomas, I've kind of been a fan from afar. We don't play each other, but I've got a couple films over the years of what Houston does, and I've just been impressed with how hard their kids play, how well they're coached. You can see that jump off on film. But for this game, what's just been great with last year being an assistant under Coach Stewart from Briarcrest was you get all these head coaches together. We get about 5-6 practices in with the kids, and it's just this blend of concepts. What do certain schools do well? What do we do well? And you get to just kind of bounce ideas off each other, and then the kids just get to have fun. It's a chance that they've been playing across the lines from each other all year, and now you get them in one game and they get to be on the same team and kind of build this camaraderie over 5-6 days and then go out and compete for another chance to have colleges see you.
That's always the thing about this, having another opportunity to compete. Some kids, it could be their last game ever. It's going to be a memory that they make. Again, and you want to make it have fun for the kids. But I'm going to ask you, with all those head coaching personalities, are you in there just hanging out, trying to work these kids to get them ready for the game? Or are you in there picking a lot of brains and trying to steal a little something?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I came out of last year's game with a couple concepts that I learned from some guys from Coach Riccone, also Coach Stewart, Coach C.J. Marshall over at Bolton as well, all the offensive guys. We kind of just sat down and padded up some plays and asked each other down and distance situational things that we liked. But it's also, hey, this is a game. There's a scoreboard on. There's lights on. We want to win.
There's going to be a winner and a loser,
there's
right?
A winner and a loser. And so I know last year our kids were fired up, ready to play. The blue team got a win, the first one in a while, and that's ultimately the goal here is give these kids a chance to go showcase what they can do. But also, if there's a scoreboard on, let's play ball.
If there's a scoreboard on, you can tell he's a head coach. Let's just go play ball. Want to ask you, coaching is something that I find, I still talk about the impact the coaches had on my life and the way the person I am today. I can seriously point to about 4 amazing coaches, of course my parents as well. But sometimes your parents can't give you they can't be as a little bit rough or soft or kind of pick you up and carry you. What is your coaching style like? Is it about wins and losses, or is it about growing and helping these young people become great, people in society, great fathers, or maybe a great coach?
Yeah, for sure. This is about the kids. This is about making sure that they're prepared for life, first and foremost. The game is eventually done with you, whether that's after high school, whether that's after college. Some guys, the very few, get to go play and make money off of it, but eventually the game is done with you before you're done with it. And so ultimately what we want to do is grow young men. And my head coach that really made an impact on me was Brian Lynch down in Southwest Florida. He is the reason I coach, not because I was a great player, but because he cared for me as an individual, made me a better man, and set me up on a path for life that made me successful.
And now you brought your family up here north. You're raising your kids. You're coaching. Now you're going to be the head coach of the All-Star game. I did hear, though, you have a guy over at your school who looks like he's going to be a pretty deadgum good quarterback. Did you say that Jack Patterson threw for 3,000 yards?
Yeah, he threw for 3,200 yards last year in 11 games. He is all-world. He's kind of run our offense around him. He's a junior this year, so he's a 2024 kid. He's got an offer from Central Arkansas already. He's got multiple schools, including Power 5 schools, interested in talking to him, going on visits every weekend. And so we're really excited about Jack, the growth he's made, and just how he leads our team.
I also wanted to ask you this, Tyler, because it's a very big conversation point. We're talking about it on the radio all the time. You're reading about it in the papers. You're hearing it on the TV. Name, image, and likeness. Now, has this filtered down into a little bit of high school? What do the kids think about it? What do you think about it? Has it changed the way that sometimes you have to approach? Because I do know when I was probably 17, 18 years old, definitely wasn't good enough. But if somebody came and offered me a little bit of money, it wouldn't be about this school or this conference or about that. It'd be about how much money are you going to give me? Oh, yeah, I'm in there. So how's that affected your kids, you, and what is how do you perceive name, image, and likeness, and how's it going?
Yeah, I think each and every kid is in an individual basis. You got to sit down and talk to them about ultimately what's the plan here for you. This is about what I always tell them is it's about education. Get your education. If a school has a better offer for you or more financial aid or whatever that looks like, and the new NIL deals is a little bit different, ultimately, at the end of the day, the game will be done with you. So where are you getting your education? How are you setting yourself up for life to be successful? That's just how I've approached it. Again, every situation is different, and as to how it's changed the game or will change the game, we're still kind of in the infancy phases, and so how will it change the game is a great question.
Yeah, it is. It's a fascinating thing. The other thing is also football right now. We had the concussion. We still talk about concussions a whole lot. I know, remember, 2-a-days, not giving water. From when you were probably a young man and actually a player, how much has the way you coach the game changed over the last 2 decades?
Oh, it's greatly changed. This is my 19th season, and we were just talking about this last week. We used to not have a trainer. Our head coach was our trainer, and, something happens. He's trying to put your shoulder or your finger back in place or take care of you, but now we have a personal trainer, or we have a trainer, certified trainer on staff at every practice, at every game. And
every practice,
every
too.
practice. And so what's been great is anything that's questionable, go see the trainer, and now we have a professional taking care of all that for us, liabilities off us as coaches, and you just leave it up to the trainer and the doctors to make their decisions, and it's kind of been a little bit of a relief in that way.
Listening to you talk, I can tell one thing. If I'm down in South Haven, or if I have like a 7th, 8th grader, I'm thinking about North Point Christian School. Other than the fact that you care about these kids, you're trying to prepare them. Again, like you said, the game will be done with you eventually.
Absolutely.
I mean, it does not matter. Now, Tom Brady, for some reason, I don't know what's going on with this guy. He's crazy. He can just keep playing and keep playing. Most people don't get to do that. But what about North Point Christian School? What makes you love it? And if you're like a mom or dad and you're listening to this right now, what would you tell them to go do? Check it out. Why?
Yeah, go to North Point Christian School. Check it out. I think you got to see it. First off, it's a God-driven education, and so we're putting God first in our education. And then secondly, we're a family. Faith and family. Everybody there is on the same page. We're on the same team. We're all pushing forward, just trying to make sure that every kid gets an opportunity to be successful at whatever that is, whether that's athletics, academics, maybe it's the arts programs. We have good everything. And so we're in a safe environment that has great facilities, that has great teachers who care about kids. And ultimately, it's a Christ-centered school that cares about kids and wants to see them excel in whatever they want to have their passion in.
My man, Tyler, I appreciate your time today. I wish you luck in the ball game. Again, I played with James Thomas, so that's my good buddy. But it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you for your time, and good luck, my friend. Go get some food.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Tyler Gold, North Point Christian School. We're going to be back in 2 shakes, but I have to remind you, any house, any area, as is, it is as simple as that. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Right now, also, if you know somebody's trying to get rid of your house, call him up and tell him he buys it, get a $500 referral free. If you need to sell your house fast, 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Back in 2 shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, and if there is no room upon the hill, and if your head explodes without forebodings too, I'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe, unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
So what if summer's coming to a close? It'll be back, and you'll be ready with a new spa. Why's that? Because the world's biggest spa sale is happening right now at Family Leisure. Right now, through October the 2nd, you will get the best ever prices on spas. Family Leisure has a large selection of spas still in stock and ready to ship, and up to 30% off. Yes, 30% off in-stock spas. You want a swim spa? Now's the time to buy with huge discounts just for you. Special financing is available. Plus, you can get free upgrades on select spas. Just ask about it. Family Leisure also has fantastic deals on saunas and massage chairs. So, while summer is coming to a close, you should be opening up to a new spa during the world's biggest spa sale happening right now through October the 2nd at Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
Case IH is a proud supporter of the Mississippi Farm Bureau, and thanks to a membership benefits partnership, Mississippi Farm Bureau members receive a discount of up to $500 on every qualifying Case IH tractor and piece of equipment you purchase. This discount may be used with other promotions, rebates, or offers. So join Mid-South Ag Equipment and the Mississippi Farm Bureau and pocket up to $500 in savings. Call Mid-South Ag at 662-890-3141 to get your discount today. Acura of Memphis invites you to experience the all-new, completely redesigned 2022 Acura MDX. It's the most advanced SUV Acura has ever built. Experience the convenience of full connectivity, including built-in Alexa, Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless charging, from the stunning interior complete with third-row seating. Stop by our state-of-the-art facility and take advantage of our aggressive APR offers today at Ridgeway and 385. Or shop online from the convenience of home now. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
I often say they've set the bar for the way car business should be done at Homer Skelton Hyundai. You know how close that is. It's right there at Highway 78, Lamar Avenue, and Craft Road, the very first exit in Mississippi. I say it because they always come up with new innovations. And right now, when we've had all these shortages on new cars, Homer Skelton Hyundai is always going to come through for you. You won't pay more than the sticker price for a new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. That's Chris True's pledge. You'll never pay more than sticker price. Those other guys, they could charge you a whole lot more for that new car because they know there's a shortage. That never happens at Homer Skelton Hyundai. That's part of the philosophy and the team that's been together for about 15 years now. You want the best of service? You want the best of products? It's the combination and the trust you'll always get from the best guys around. Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Oh, yeah. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder, he is back, and it feels so good to have him back. He's all well. He's all doing great. I'm glad. I'm also so thankful to talk with Tyler Gold. He's going to be the head coach for the Blue Team. That's right, at the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game, which is December 10th. Tickets are $10 for kids 6 and under, $5, $2.30 at the University of Memphis School. We're going to talk with James Thomas here in a little bit. He's going to be the head coach for the Red Team. But we're about to get to Hardwood, where it feels so dead-gum good. We got playoff baseball. Got to talk a little college football and some NFL action today. But it's time to get a little bit funny.
Hey, John,
you want to know
before you go into this, I mean, you're going to read an ad for a fine sponsor here in a second. But before you do, John, do they have lines out for this high school all-star game yet? What kind of vibe did you get from Tyler? Like, do we think we can bet on the Blue Team here?
All right. Here's the situation. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna handicap these practices.
Oh, good call.
James Thomas. I know what James likes to do. He likes to use the offensive line. He likes to run the dead-gum football. He likes to punish you. They play sound football. My man Tyler, he likes to spread things out, put a lot of options in the quarterback's mind, read the defense, and let that man go out there and make plays. So If Tyler Gold, if they got them a dope quarterback that flat out can read some defenses, you know me. I like to see them air it out. I might be actually having to pull for Tyler Gold.
I'm telling
my
you,
good
man.
buddy.
It's an all-star game.
Like, James Thomas is like family to me. I love that man.
I mean, John, but you got to go with the smart money here. And like you said, it's going to be an all-star game. He's probably going to have a good quarterback. I loved the vibe we got from Tyler, and I feel like I want to put my money on Tyler a little bit. His blue team might be slinging it.
I'm telling you right now also, though, if you do live in the South Haven area, this guy right here cares about growing men. Like, he helps you. It's all about faith, family, football.
Oh, the 3 F's.
Guy, Tyler Gold.
Like Notre
That's
Dame.
Right, dude. I love that. Yep, I love it. Just like it, baby. Now, I will say one thing that I also like. I like businesses to be successful, just like head coaches like their team to be successful in the field. You need to be making that money. You know what? Every little penny counts. And if you're giving away 3.9% to your credit processing fee, I don't understand why you would be doing that. That's insanity. Call Blake Jones today. Start saving money tomorrow. He's your local Mid-South Advanced Merchant Services representative. He works with your business. He helps it grow. Bing, bang, boom. And guess what? You got enough cost. Well, guess what? This is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a dime. All you have to do is find a little bit of time to call 662-416-5262. That's 662-416-5262. Again, call Blake Jones today. Start saving money tomorrow. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
J.
John, I've got great
another.
story. I got some great stories for you today, John.
All right, can I start out with one quick one that's not a great story?
John,
it's pretty sad.
Your name is on the show, so you do whatever you want to do, John.
I just wanted to say we're talking about young men and helping young men grow out here today.
That's right.
I'm out here at the Hilton Garden Inn with a bunch of high school football coaches. We're talking about how you can make these people better individuals, better fathers, great citizens, people who go out there and find a career, do something, and love it. These guys, that's what they're about. Do you remember Ben Gordon?
Yeah, the basketball
NBA
player from the Bulls.
Yeah. Yes. Third overall draft pick back in 2004.
He went to UConn, I think. Is that right?
Ben Gordon, did he go to UConn?
He went
I think he did go to UConn.
I'm pretty. It doesn't say right away. I'm looking it up, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he went to UConn. That's right.
He did, yeah, because he was part of Jim Calhoun's 2004 where they won the NCAA championship, wasn't he?
He won a natty.
Yeah, he won a natty in 2004 and then was drafted big time, man. Ben Gordon was big time. Well, Ben Gordon is a jerk. He's definitely not like Tyler Gold. He's definitely not like James Thomas. He's not like these coaches out here. Because do you know what he did to his 10-year-old son?
What do you do, John?
He punched his son multiple times in his face at the airport because guess why he did it to us? Why do you think he punched his son?
He was mouthing off.
Nope. They were walking through the airport and he dropped his book.
Wow. Pick your book up, son. I like it.
Pick your book up, son.
Maybe he deserved it,
Dude, the
John.
fact that your son has a book, you should be like, go buy him another one. A lot of kids don't even read books anymore. Now Gordon has been hit with 9 charges. Assault in the second degree, 2 counts. Criminal contempt, assault in the third degree, resisting arrest because he went buck wild, criminal contempt in the second degree, endangering the welfare of a child, his own child, and an attempted assault in the third degree. As well, shocking, a couple parents saw him punching a 10-year-old in the face. Surprisingly, guess what? Amen, somebody said something, and he almost tried to fight them. This is...
Sounds like cocaine, what? John.
I don't know about you, man, but I ain't never done.
Oh, yeah, but okay, you're right.
I never hit anybody in the face.
Fair enough.
Is what I'm trying
sounds
to say.
like prolonged. Sounds like prolonged usage of cocaine, or maybe crack.
Oh yes, now crack is whack.
Crack
you know what else
whack.
is whack, by the way?
What?
Can I just go ahead and say this? The whole Davante Adams. He's now been cited for assault.
Oh, now you're going 2 stories before I get my first.
I'm going
one.
2 assault. I'm going
going
2 assault stories. Ben Gordon deserves to have the book thrown out of him. Are we really? Davante Adams was walking off the field in a football game, a credentialed cameraman at the last second. And
Audio
watch
guy.
the angle from
Audio
behind.
guy.
The audio guy from behind. He was. If you watch the video that's been shot from behind, Davante Adams has no choice. He walks literally right in front of him in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. The only thing he could do was basically push the guy out of the way. He was going to the locker room. He was at fault, in my opinion, and now he's claiming that he's really struggling right now. Like, he's got concussions, and he said he has whiplash from the whole incident. He said they're not life-threatening, but everything just hurts. Dude, stop it. Stop it.
You look at that angle you talked about, John. The guy
don't ever give that guy a credential again. If you look at that back angle, it's his fault.
Yeah, the guy definitely walked right in front of him. I don't know why he walked right in front of him like that. It was just such a dumb move to make. I don't know why he literally, like, the first angle we saw, it looked like Davante Adams walked up to a guy and pushed him, but that's literally not what happened. A guy ran in front of him right as he was walking to that spot, and he just pushed him out of the way.
By
Weird
the way,
stuff,
I forgot
man.
I'm so sorry. I have 3 assault charges casing. Do you remember when LeGarrette Blount went crazy at a little kid's football game and started beating everybody and their grandmother up to chase a little kid around the field?
Probably deserved it.
This was back on October 4th, about 12 days ago.
Okay.
Well, the police have finished their investigation, and they have now turned it over to the prosecutors. No word on what they're going to do yet, but I love LeGarrette Blount coming out and saying, as a leader, a coach, a father, and a role model, I understand my actions were unacceptable, and I hope and pray for your understanding and forgiveness.
You forgot the fourth. You forgot the 4th assault story, John.
What's the 4th one?
The PETA protester that now claims to have a concussion because of the hit that Bobby Wagner laid on him.
Man, let me tell you something.
I tell you what,
B-Wag.
Bobby Wagner is everywhere on the football field, and if that hit right there on that guy, if you're on a football field that Bobby Wagner's on, he's going to find you and he's going to hit you. It's the way it goes. If you step on that football field and Bobby Wagner's on it, John, you're going to get hit by him. Is that fair? I don't think Bobby Wagner should be charged for anything.
Whoa. Okay.
Sounds like you agree?
I think Bobby Wagner actually, after he knocked him over, should have actually then, like, spiked him.
Pancaked
right
him.
across his chest.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. You're running on a football game with some pink thing. Like, who knows what that could have been? I mean, Bobby Wagner, some people might have run and thought could have been poison. I don't know what this guy, like, he's got pink smoke coming out, running around the damn field. Bobby Wagner laid him out. We got to start watching some football.
Has that ever raised money for anything, John? Has anyone, like the glue lady?
I haven't eaten a PETA wrap in so long.
Well, it's different kind of PETA. I think it's different kind of PETA. But did the lady that glued her hand?
What do you mean? What kind of PETA?
Well, this one's about that's bread, and this one is about animals and their well-being. But I don't think that
animals.
I don't think that running on the field or like gluing your hand to the court has it ever raised money or like awareness for anything? Like, has that ever? Do they have data that suggests that doing these insane things leads to dollars towards this cause? There's no way. There's just no way. I don't understand why they do it.
I've never looked at it. I've never looked at it yet. Guess what else, though? I've got one more crazy story, and this one is buck wild.
Love assault.
So you know Jamar Chase, right?
I
Played
know
at
Jamar
LSU
Chase.
with Joe Burrow, got him in Natty.
He still plays with Joe
playing
Burrow.
in Cincinnati, playing with still Joe Burrow. It's like their brains work together. I think Joe needs to tell Jamar to take a shower and stop being a deadbeat dad, because listen to this. Do you know his baby mama by any chance, Amber Nicole?
No. I'm going to guess she stars in pornography.
No. She's not into pornography.
Oh,
She's
okay.
not, do you consider...
Yeah, tell me, John.
The look that I just got. No, she is not. She is Jamar's baby
It's
mama.
a high school all-star game function. You're right. We shouldn't talk about pornography.
She has had attorneys. She's also herself written letters, and now she's speaking out on social media asking the NFL and the Bengals to kick Jamar Chase out of the league for being a deadbeat dad, also for having his mom come over to her house and beat her up. Then, guess what else she said, just to throw a little bit of gasoline on this fire? She also said, and he's so disgusting, I don't know how anybody plays with him because he doesn't shower. So he doesn't shower, he's a deadbeat dad, and his mom is kicking people, in the teeth. Is this a little bit crazy?
Little he said, she said there. Mostly she said, because I haven't heard what he said.
You know what he's going to say?
I didn't do any of these things. Or nothing. You're right. That could be the same thing.
He's not going to say a word. All right. Now, what was your other story?
I got two, John.
I got off on assault.
I've got two here, and you're going to love both of them. Now, do you want the one that's college football oriented first or National Football League oriented first?
We're going to start with the boys who don't get paid as much, or name
College.
and likeness. Some of them are
NIL.
making a lot. We're going to start with the college.
John, you were talking earlier about the 3 Fs. The 3 Fs that Tyler Gold was talking about, and I'm all about the 3 Fs, right? You know the 3 Fs?
Faith, football, and family.
Faith, family, football. Those are the 3 Fs, John. And no team, no school goes by, lives, and dies by the 3 Fs like Notre Dame, the Golden Domers, the Fighting Irish, John. Did you know that Marcus Freeman, mid-September, converted officially to Catholicism? He's Catholic now, John. And did you know that Notre Dame hasn't lost since? Your thoughts?
For real?
It hasn't lost since he's been Catholic. Notre Dame is undefeated since Marcus Freeman has been Catholic. Do you think that's a correlation, or do you think God works miracles, John?
I think God works miracles every single day.
Yeah,
I just
clearly
am
does.
wondering, does he go to confession after each practice?
He might, John.
Don't
How
you have
often
to go to
do you-
confession in Catholicism?
I think you go once a week, though, right? You just go once a week. And it's been 1 week since my last confession, Father. And then you sit in the little door and you have your knees down, and then you know what I mean?
Some Hail Marys?
Yeah,
Hey,
6
man,
Hail Marys.
Faith, family, football, Marcus Freeman. I can't believe it. Yes, they're undefeated since he's converted.
How about that,
Did
John?
you convert, or you just joined the church?
Well, he converted, I think. He probably, unless he wasn't Christian before, and now he's just the first time he's been baptized. His whole family. How about that? Second story, John.
Fascinating.
I think so, too. I agree. My second story, John, is National Football League oriented. Sort of. It's also Major League Baseball oriented. John, you know Randy Johnson. The big...
of course I know him.
Big unit.
The big unit.
John, Randy Johnson has a new career since finishing baseball. He is a photographer and has an NFL credential. So every week in the National Football League at one of these games, you can see Randy Johnson taking photographs on the sideline. How about that?
I think that's actually a really good thing.
Isn't that
about it.
awesome?
He gets better angles than everybody because he's taller than everybody else. He understands how sports work. He pitched in the pros. He's seen many of pictures that were taken of him where he just kind of looks ugly. So he's probably out there trying to take good pictures so he can make the athlete look great. I love it. Randy Johnson, do your thing.
He said it was his. It was his. I have more information about it, John. Don't.
Go ahead. Give me some more info, man. I'm sorry.
It was his major in college. He was like his first passion was photography. And then obviously he was one of the greatest pitchers of all time. And now that he's finished with baseball, looking for another career, he goes and does photographs. Now he might do it for other sports too, but one of them he definitely does. We have picture evidence he does it for football.
Wow, and
very cool.
You know what? That is very cool. Do you know what's even cooler though?
What, John?
Have you been? You know Pete Rose, the guy called Cubert, because he's so orange and red-faced.
I know Pete Rose.
Yeah, Pete Rose, the guy likes to, bet on sports.
Chuck
bet on
Hustle.
his own team, said he never bet on him to lose. Charlie Hustle also, ran over hit the home plate in the All-Star game, Ray Fosse, and broke his leg forever, and he never played again.
Well, John,
Pete
you got
Rose,
to play to win the game.
He's the all-time hits leader. Pete Rose is now in the chat room going banana sandwiches because the Cincinnati Reds announced a partnership with BetMGM yesterday that includes the opening of a year-round sportsbook at their stadium. Do you think they put in a Pete Rose lounge in the sportsbook place?
They absolutely should, John. I think that the conundrum that Major League Baseball is faced with while allowing these gambling entities to literally come into the stadiums while also not allowing Pete Rose to step foot in them is just hilarious when it's juxtaposed against each other. I get that it's different if a player in the game is betting on it versus allowing fans to bet on the game, but it's not much. You're right up against that line at that point, don't you think? I mean, it's very weird.
Yeah, you are right up against that line. By the way, I want to remind everybody, start the NFL Week 6 all right with a no-sweat same-game parlay from FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. It doesn't matter if you're new to FanDuel or already have an account. You'll get free bets back if your Thursday night same-game parlay does not hit. NFL same-game parlays are the perfect way to combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payday. You can build your own. You can use some of their popular same-game parlays that are pre-built. I'm going Carson Wentz under. I'm going Carson Wentz to throw an interception, and I'm going under in the ball game, and I'm making my own. So again, build your own or choose from one of the popular same-game parlays pre-built for you in FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app. However you want to play, You can bet the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Just sign up with the promo code HAPPY if you don't already have an account. If you already have a FanDuel account, you're all set. Just sign in, see what you got. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and present in Tennessee. 3-leg minimum required. $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable. Free bets that expire 7 days after you receive them. Max free bet $5. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line 1-800-889-9789. Houston High School's head coach James Thomas, who's also the head coach of the red team for this year's 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game. He's next. Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Add a little excitement to your sports watching experience by betting on all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook. There's a reason why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Their app is simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and exclusive always-on promotions such as enhanced odds boost on the biggest events to let you get more action out of every game. And if you win, they even get you your winnings safely in as little as 24 hours. If you've never tried FanDuel Sportsbook, what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started and be sure to sign up with the promo code HAPPY so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code HAPPY. Must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call Tennessee Red Line 1-800-889-9789.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
I'm with John Virgos from the world-famous Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948.
Brett, we have catered parties all over this country and all over the world, from Singapore, Australia to Central Park in New York, but many people don't realize how much we do locally. For holiday events, office parties, tailgating, birthday parties, you can't do better than the Rendezvous. For example, you can get a cheese and sausage tray for 15 to 300 people for $3.75 a person. You can even build your own nacho bar for $10.50 per person. All you need is a minimum of 15 people. In many cases, we can arrange delivery and full-service catering. We've even made it easy to get to-go items. You can just park at our front door in the alley, put on your flashes, and we'll get you going ASAP. For all your catering items and prices, go to hogsfly.com, click on menu, and drop down to catering.
Thank you, John. The Rendezvous, Mr. Charlie Virgos' Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948 and celebrating its 75th year.
At Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. That's why MVP's rewards members can earn bonus points on select products from brands like DeWalt, Purdy Paint Applicators, and GRK Screws. Then redeem your bonus points for exciting rewards like tools, grills, Lowe's gift cards, and more. Join Lowe's MVP's Pro Rewards today to start earning. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Subject to program terms. While supplies last. Visit Lowe's.com/MVP's bonus points for details. Now through 10/28.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test driven, checked out from head to toe. Unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
When cold symptoms keep you up, try Vicks NyQuil Severe for max strength nighttime relief. Just one dose of Vicks NyQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Get some rest and feel better with Vicks NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, sore throat, stuffy nose, fever, best sleep with a cold. Medicine. Use as directed.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Amen. Jay Morgan's back at the Hizzy. We're out here though. I'm on a little. They let me out of the office today. I love it. I'm at the Hilton Garden Inn out in Germantown. We're celebrating what's going to be happening. We're having a little coaches luncheon. It will be the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl high school game this year, December 10th at Memphis University School. Kickoff 2:30. Tickets $10. 6 and under only $5. And we're going to talk with the head coach of the Red Team, also the head coach of Houston High School, 6-2 this year. They're balling out, Coach James Thomas. And I do got to say, James is looking fresh today. His wife is looking beautiful. I know he's got 2 cute little kids, Margot and Mikey. And the one thing I can tell James, I got to tell you, go to Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. They are amazing. The largest boot showroom in the whole wide world. Dress boots, work boots, hiking boots, plus a kids department. And they have a ladies' boutique. Frontier Western Store can take care of all your needs. And if you can't get down there, just shop online at frontierwesternstore.com. James, what's up, my brother?
Hey, how we doing, John?
Man, I am doing so good. I talked with the Blue Team's coach earlier, Tyler Gold. Got to say, very, very nice guy, North Point Christian School. Likes to air the ball out a lot. His young man's already thrown for 3,200 yards.
Wow.
Like, dude is just throwing the football all over the place. But I hear you already got a running back that's broke 1,000 yards. Y'all got two a little bit different styles of coaching.
Right.
Before we get into everything, this is what, your 4th year, right?
Yes, sir.
First time as a head coach?
Yes.
So are you going to be in there listening to Frederick, maybe Joey Magnifico? You're going to bring in a bunch of ideas? Or are you going to be running your game?
No, you got to, always, I got a great group of coaches with me, so you always listen to their ideas. But I'm a kind of coach that likes to run in order to open up the passing game. But you never know. It's an all-star game. You never know. It's an all-star game, so I might throw a couple things at you that you might not expect.
Well, before I get into talking about this, first tell me, how's everything over at Houston? Y'all are on fall break right now. I know your team's, like you said, 6-2. How are y'all in the division? What are you looking forward to, and where do you think you're going to get to?
So, like you said, we're 4-1. We're tied at the top of the division with Bartlett and Collierville. Already played Bartlett. They beat us at home, and then we played Collierville last week before fall break, and we were fortunate enough to get the victory from them. So, 2 more region games to go, and, have to see where the chips fall. We still got a chance to get the number 1 seed, and that's what we want. But ultimately, we would love to host a first-round playoff game at Houston High School, and that would be a great thing, too.
Oh, that is always fun to host the little playoff action. This year, the world has kind of changed when it comes to high school sports, especially, again, in the last 13 months. Name, image, and likeness has changed.
Right.
Has that crept into your locker room? Has it been something that you and your head coaches have been talking about? Because if you have somebody who's being recruited, what are the distractions like? What are these young men looking for? You know how different, it seems like every 5 years, people are just totally different. What are these young men like, and how is name, image, and likeness, at least what do you think about it, and has it affected anybody on your team?
No, it hasn't crept into Tennessee football yet. Now, I've heard like in Texas and Florida, places like that are a little bit bigger staged high school football. It has affected them some. So I assume that at some point it's going to be all around. Mm-hmm. So the idea is you got to get ahead of the game before you're behind the game. So. And, we're fortunate enough to have a guy that's been working in college football for over 30 years on our staff right now in Vance Vice. So he also knows a lot about name, image, and likeness. And, he might not say he likes it so much, but it is something that we're dealing with. And you just got to figure out the best way to attack it.
How has your coaching style changed since you first started out coaching as a young man to where you are today? I know that concussions have been a big issue. The name, image, likeness is coming out. I don't think you hit as much in practice as we probably did when we were playing, or I'm sure it's changed. How have you grown since day one to now?
Oh, it's when you first start, you think you know everything, right?
Oh yes.
But then you realize you can never learn enough, and the game is always evolving. Like you said, we used to go full pads all the time. Now we'll be lucky to go once a week in full pads, and even then we're not doing a lot of hitting.
No Oklahoma drill.
No,
right?
Maybe some of that in the preseason, but nothing like it used to be. You're always trying to avoid that head-to-head contact, and you don't ever want to lose a kid in practice.
No.
If you're going to lose somebody to injury, you definitely want it to be during the game. So, practice have scaled down a lot. It's more about technique. It's more about, learning the scheme and teaching the game, and not as much about, banging heads.
When you do this, again, this being your fourth year and you're going to be the head coach for the Red Team, are you picking are you you got, 5 days of practice in the game, right?
Right.
So are you out there just trying to implement everything for these children and get them ready to go out there and win a football game? Or are you over there picking Joey Magnifico's brain or Derek Bobo? Where is your focus lying since you're the head guy?
So it's really fun. Fun part about this week is getting to meet the other coaches, picking their brains, hanging out with them, getting to know them better, and the kids. The kids are always the best part. You get kids from every walk of life, every different school, and they're all different, but they're all the same. They all love football, and they all love coming together and having a week of celebration, of their high school careers to have one more chance to showcase their talent. And that's what the AutoZone Liberty Bowl All-Star Game does for them, and I love it.
Man, Houston High School head coach James Thomas, coach of the Red Team this year. And again, don't forget you can get your tickets. They're only $10. It's going to be at the University. Dadgummit, I forgot because I called it MUS University School, Memphis University School. It's going to be at a Memphis University School, MUS, 2:30. Tickets $10. Kids 6 and under, only $5. Come out there and support them, as this is the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl high school football game. Defense. Any philosophy you have on defense today? Do you have more? We were watching in college football. A lot of them have 5 defensive backs, only 2 linebackers, sometimes 3 down linemen. Has that crept down into your game? Are you still running like a basic 4-3? What is defense like in 2022?
It's absolutely changed. So you got to defend people like Tyler Gold, right? He's going to throw the ball 40, 50 times a game. So, yes, you have to get the smaller, faster kids that can cover the pass. And you also have to be able to stop the run game. But you have to be able to saw a great balance of speed and size to get on the field. And guys that understand how to work in space and understand how to tackle the football and defend the football in the air.
I love talking football. I do. And I wanted to also mention something else. You went to Houston High School.
Yes, sir.
You coach at Houston High School. Mm-hmm. Is this a place that you think you want to be at forever?
No doubt about it. I always growing up, I knew I wanted to coach. And so when I came back from University of Arkansas, I just started working my way up and started coaching the middle school program, then became a freshman coach, and then became an assistant at the varsity level. And then all of a sudden the job came open, and I talked to my wife, Haley, and we said, hey, I'm going for it. And she said, why not? But, there's been many nights where we might have regretted that decision, but we love where we're at. And, everybody always asks, you want to try your hands at college? And I was like, I know where I'm going to be tomorrow. In college, you don't know that. With young kids and stuff like that, college coaching can be really hard on them, moving here and there. But
they make a lot of money, but they look cranky as all get out every time. And the other thing about it is I feel like you're one of those kind of people, again, faith, family, football. You care about the young men. It's not just going out there and winning football games. You try to put them in a position to be successful in life. I got to feel like that's got to be rewarding for you, your wife, your children, and you grow up in a pretty nice little atmosphere, don't you?
Right. And that's one of the best things about it. I've got, over 1,000 numbers in my phone of kids that I've coached, and it's been throughout my whole career. And there's nothing better than to get a text or a call from one of them and just saying, "How are you doing, Coach? Just want to check in," or I can call them or text them and the same thing, and they just want to say, "Thanks for checking up on me, Coach. Really appreciate it." And that's what it's all about. The relationships you get with these kids and changing their life for the better.
Watch them down the road have a family of their own and see that they're successful in life. That's got to be, I think, the most rewarding thing about coaching. And speaking about text messages, over 1,000 names and numbers and things always coming in your phone. I don't know how you know this young man, and I don't think he played football, but Brian Dacus said to tell you what's up.
So Brian, we and him have a good relationship. We started online streaming for games for our broadcast, and so I needed a color guy, and so no better guy than Brian Dacus. So got him for the cheap too. You can't beat free, and he helped us out for our first 3 years of streaming, and worked out really well.
Favorite team still in the world, not in high school, but in college, is it still the Razorbacks?
No doubt about it. We're on a 3-game skid right now, but we're going to turn this thing around.
Sam Pittman, I love everything that he's done in there. I love Barry Odom. I love, Kendall Briles. I think that they got a great staff.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing, though. My heart broke for their little field goal kicker.
Oh, my goodness.
That ball, when it doinked off against Texas A&M, I thought about you.
And he's a good kicker.
He's a great kicker. He was 81% from 40 to 50 yards in clutch moments.
Yeah, that takes a lot of skill to hit the top of the goalpost.
That's what I was saying. I'm telling you, if it just didn't have that one other revelation, it wasn't even going to doink and go right over that bad boy. So, yeah, I wish your Hogs well. I wish Houston to have a great season, and I hope you have fun at the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game. Thanks, James.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, brother. And it's good to see your lovely wife as well. We're going to take a quick break, but before I do, I got to remind you, I think you know this. If some say, something's wrong with your roof, what do? You call Brian Elder. It's pretty simple. Why? Because if you have something, storm damage, anything wrong with your roof, one, he'll come love on your roof. 2, he'll come out there and do a no-obligation, thorough evaluation of your property. He'll document all the damage he finds. They are fully certified HAG inspectors. They're trained to identify storm damage, and they're going to build an estimate in a language your carrier will understand. If he says you got a claim, book it. You got a claim. 901-867-0303, 901-867-0303, or BrianElderRoofing.com. Back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I don't know. Can you just pick something and order? Yeah, but anyway, where are you at? You don't look...
It only takes 2 seconds of distracted driving to become a statistic. You can lose your driving privileges, your vehicle, face jail time, or even lose or take a life. Slow down, Memphis. The life you save may be your own. Brought to you by the Memphis Police Department, Traffic Operations.
It's time to get to Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike for some falling prices. Book your next adventure with 27 combined MPG in our 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. $359 a month or $26,095. Get off-road, snow, ice, or everyday driving in 2023 Eclipse Cross. We Gossett $399 a month or $28,880. Or get 7 seating capacity in 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander. We Gossett at $419 a month or $31,095. And always get peace of mind with our stellar 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett and Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months, 500 military rebate. Sport NU 019-221, MSRP 26,845. Eclipse PC 005115, MSRP 29,380. Outlander NZO 86720, MSRP 31,595. PF 695. Includes all rebates and incentives. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 10/31/22. Dealer stock only.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. It's been a particularly rainy season, and that stain on your ceiling isn't getting any smaller, exposing your family to the possibility of mold. Let me come take a look. 867-0303. Our technicians are Owens Corning Platinum Preferred, so don't let someone tell you that it has to be replaced if all you need is a repair to get several more years of life. 867-0303. Have me on your speed dial for when life's little catastrophes come up. 867-0303. Upgrade your roof to a beautiful Owens Corning Duration Architectural Shingle with a 50-year warranty and an unheard of 25-year labor guarantee. I'll measure your roof from outer space and give you a competitive estimate right over the phone. Buy now and pay nothing till 2022 with approved credit. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duckhead dress shirts, duckhead caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 120 years. You know, I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats to watch the playoff games and to watch all the basketball. It's so easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or head to Germantown and Poplar right across from the hospital, or go where they make the candies. That's on Pleasant View. There's nothing that says Memphis better than Cashew Crunch with that little tinge of coconut, or the Turtlettes. Let's face it, there's nothing better than Dinstall's chocolate. That's the mainstay of all candies, isn't it? Milk chocolate, although their dark chocolate is pretty darn good. And if you get the peppermint with the dark chocolate and put it in the freezer, you're going to love it. So many ways to love Dinstall's. 115 years of making Memphis oh so sweet.
In the alley since 1948, Mr. Charlie Virgo's world-famous Rendezvous. John, you and your family continue the great work at the Rendezvous. Next year will be the 75th birthday party. Let's start the party now.
Brett, there are so many visitors in town to watch the emerging Grizzlies and to see our great sights and sounds in Memphis. I see them all the time at the restaurant. I want them to know Memphis is a great foodie town. There are so many family-owned, locally-owned great restaurants that have stood the test of time. I won't mention all because the list is too long and I don't want to leave anybody out, but I will mention Jim's Place Grill because my cousins own it. It's a great restaurant and they've stood the test of time, and they are this year celebrating their 100th anniversary. And of course, any visitor that comes to Memphis needs to eat barbecue. And I've said this before, there's great barbecue all over Memphis. I know because I eat it. But if you just have one night to eat barbecue in Memphis, it should be the Rendezvous. It's such a special place with a special staff. And by the way, next year we will be celebrating our 75th anniversary.
The world-famous Rendezvous, serving Memphis in the Mid-South and with the shipping serving the world.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Big thanks to the Hilton Garden Inn out here in Germantown for hosting us. It is the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl Coaches Luncheon as the high school all-star game. The head coaches have been announced. The game is December 10th at Memphis University School. Kicks at 2:30. Tickets are only $10. 6 and under, $5. And I am stoked because I got to talk with Tyler Gold, North Point Christian School. First time I met him. A great human being, family, faith, football, really cares about his kids. I also love him because he loves to air it out. He's got a quarterback, Jack Patterson, with 3,000 yards already. And then I talked with my former, well, he's always my friend, but my former football teammate, who's now the head coach at Houston High School, James Thomas. He's going to be the head coach of the red team. So it's just been a nice day out here. I got a lot of food, seeing a lot of friends, and I've been listening to a lot of football during the breaks. But we're going to talk a little bit of football here in just a few moments, also a little bit of baseball. But I need to bring in a good buddy of mine, and that would be Lance. Lance Bell, dude's got a heart of gold is basically all you need to know about him. We're having the 6th annual Henry Bell Open Saturday, October 15th. Yes, today is the 12th. Yes, it is this weekend. Can you still get in? Absolutely. There's sponsorships opportunities. Register. You can do all this, but it's going to be 8 regular. It's a 9 a.m. shotgun start. It's $100 a person, $400 a team. That's the cart. That's the course fees. That's the food. They also have a silent auction. That's on Friday, October 14th from 6 to 8 at, again, Cypress View Clubhouse. Cypress View Golf and Recreation is 10 minutes from downtown, maybe. It takes no time at all. Once you get across that bridge, bing, bang, boom, you are there, and it's for a great cause. Let me bring in my friend Lance Bell. Lance, how are you doing today, sir?
Man, it is Wednesday. We are, 3 days out from tee off, and I'm talking with Johnny Radio on the radio. I am pumped, dude.
Man, I'm really excited, and again, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I love playing golf. Oh, I'd like to go try out Cypress View Golf and Recreation. Don't just do it for that, because this is a special tournament. This raises money for an unbelievable young boy, and we're talking about Henry Bell. Tell us a little bit about Henry, how this golf tournament helps him and his family, and how you can go out there and have fun. You can go find some amazing things at an auction, and you all do it for a great cause.
Sure. Yeah, John, for y'all, those of y'all that don't know, Henry's, that's my nephew's first son. He was born at just 24 weeks gestation. They gave him a 10% chance to live. That was 8 years ago. As Johnny said, we're now doing the 6th annual Henry Bell Open. It's, anybody can go out and have a golf tournament, go out and play golf, but this is golfing with a purpose. We do this once a year. Of course, it helps to offset a bunch of the special needs and charges and fees and stuff that Henry has. And it's still open. If you don't have a 4-man team, we're putting people together. You can call in 1s, 2s. Anybody can come in. You have your chance to hoist the Bell Cup trophy, and it's going to be an awesome time.
Oh, it's not just going to be awesome because y'all are doing the longest drive, closest to the pin. You're going to have a swag bag out there. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be fun. And right now, I don't know if you know this, but the weather's amazing.
Oh, man, God dialed up a great one on this one, man. So, yeah, the weather's incredible. Just want y'all to know, John mentioned if you don't want to golf, can't golf, or don't want to get out there and lose a bunch of balls, the auction Friday night. We were out there Tuesday. The good people out there at Cypress View are going to cook the catfish. They did a little sample cook for us Tuesday night. Awesome. The catfish is incredible. Fresh catfish, Mississippi homegrown. So it's not the foreign stuff. It is great catfish. We're going to have it out by the pool, by the gazebo. We're going to have a little music. My man James Higgins and Clint Kilmore are going to be playing some music. We're going to have an open bar right there. Fire pits. It's going to be lovely, lovely weather. Everybody's going to be there. It's kid-friendly. So if you don't want to go, if you can't golf, don't want to golf, and you still want to get involved, come Friday night to Cypress View, eat some catfish. The silent auction has just grown. I got Tony Dorsett cowboy jersey that's autographed. Pittman helmet. Yeah, a Pittman helmet and a football. Now here's one that'll cause some controversy. I got a Norvell football. Straight from Florida.
You got a Mike Norvell football?
Florida State, yes, sir. I don't know how we got that,
that's
but
awesome.
I got it. Yeah, we got
Hey, 'cause
Ole
Mike's
Miss
just a good
autograph
guy.
swag. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
Like-
going to have to come check that out because now my daughter's cheering down there. So my second daughter to go to Ole Miss. I've become hotty-toddy all over the place now these days, Lance. The other
Oh, I
thing I
know.
did
Well, you
want
know,
to ask you.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I was going to say, like I've said, I've had a few people in Memphis who don't play golf who might be out of town. They're leaving this Friday. But there's an opportunity that if you just want to go open up your heart and kind of give a little bit of love to Henry, where can they stop by?
One of our great sponsors, John, is Cry-Like Realtors. There's a branch all around Memphis, Arkansas. Go to your closest one. If you'll just write on that envelope, Henry Bell Tournament, they will get that over to us. So we appreciate Cry-Like for doing that for us.
Yeah, that is so class. And again, it's just going to be a fun event. The weather is perfect. Henry, like you said, only a 10% chance to make it. My man's a fighter. He's got heart, and he's got a beautiful family. And Lance, the fact that you're out here doing this for him just shows that you're such a great person, and I really appreciate you. I'm glad I can help in a very small way, but I did want to remind the people, if they need to get in touch with you, if they want to find out about this, if they want to talk to you or talk with somebody at Cypress View, how they can help, what do they need to do?
I'll give you my number. It's 870-514-6364. Again, that's 870-514-6364. If you want to call the golf course, that's 870-739-6305.
Tell me about some of your amazing sponsors who are helping you do this, because again, this is basically where they say it takes a village to raise a child or something to that effect. Well, right now you've got a lot of people who are here to help this and keep putting this on against the 6th annual Henry Bell Open at Cypress View Golf and Recreation. Tell us about some of your sponsors and the wonderful people that are behind the scenes making this possible.
Sure, John, and and it's true. It does take a community. This thing has gotten bigger and bigger, and our community has really gotten behind it. Like one great thing is Henry is in need of a wheelchair accessible van. The great people from Studline Learning Center here in West Memphis have offered a van for him for the weekend. Best Beverage is going to be supplying all your great cool beverages out on the golf course Saturday. A bunch of the sponsors that have stepped in. I got East Arkansas Board of Realtors, Chris Contractors, Witcher Auctions, Premier Bank, Franklin Fogelman Firm, Hermes Advanced Thermal, David Curley with Shelter Insurance, DeWitt Auctions, Arkansas Greyhound Association, Big Earl Excavation, Williford Realty, Blackman Auctions, Ultimate Attire, Sandy Goldsby on the Goldsby Farms, Robert Thorne Landscaping, Barrett McCullum with Farm Bureau, LaVonda Taylor, Moore's Pest Management, Vincent Soybean and Grain, Mid-South Ag, Mark and Jane Perani, Luttrell Belting, Cry-Like, and Interstate Liquors will be providing all the good beverages there for you, alcoholic beverages for us Friday night. And those people, all in the community, always come together to help boost this thing. It's just incredible.
It's a beautiful event. It's the 6th annual, and again, it's for an amazing cause. But it's also nice to see all these amazing people here in the Mid-South, in this tri-state area, get together and go out there and do something so positive. Lance, you be blessed. Keep banging away at me, and we'll talk all week until we tee this thing up on Saturday.
Absolutely. I'll give you a buzz tomorrow, brother.
That's my buddy Lance Bell. Sorry, I almost lost y'all. That's Lance Bell.
You did almost lose me, John.
I stepped on the cord, man.
Oh,
almost
that'll
messed
do
up
it.
pretty bad.
John,
I got a little excited.
John, a lot of people are banging you today. You've been banging a lot of people. You almost got banged.
I have.
You almost got banged in the van. You said you wanted Lance,
I did.
You said you wanted Lance to bang you a little bit. I mean,
Dude,
there's a lot of guys banging
you
you know.
I just got back from Florida.
Yeah.
That, okay, so my head's
you do a lot of banging
off.
down there too.
Yeah. Anyway, I will tell you. You know what? I don't even know how to transition. This is hilarious. I'm looking for a bar. Do you look for a bar? Do you like bars? I know we've been to a bar together.
I like a
couple
good bar
times.
every now and again. Probably not right now. I'm on an antibiotic, but when I get off of it, I love going to a good bar.
Well, I found one for you, because if you're out there looking for a bar with it all, it's Pimento's Burgers Bar and Gourmet Grill. Pimento's makes football your fantasy with 17 TVs, $2 draft beers during the game. That's Monday, that's Thursday, Saturday, and, of course, Sunday. and you know I love a great happy hour. At Pimento's, $4 house cocktails Monday through Friday from 3 to 7. Yes, I said $4 house cocktails. Why don't you try one of their signature drinks? I dig the JJ Spicy Margarita, the Tennessee Sunset. How about a Memphis Mudslide? Or be a kid again with the Adventure River Rum Punch. If you're hungry, try a fan favorite, the Bacon Pimento Cheeseburger, or be like me and try them all, the Mushroom Extravaganza. Sweet heat, the dirty, mean, and nasty. Need I say more? Well, yes. There's so much more than just pimento cheese. They have sliders, salads, quesadillas, 10 different appetizers, and save room for dessert. 2 great locations, 6450 Poplar Avenue in East Memphis and in Collierville, 3751 South Houston Levee Road. A bar with it all, Pimento's Burger Bar and Grill. So much more than just pimento cheese. JJ. We got a game 325 today.
Adventure River Rum Punch, man. That sounds pretty good. Hopefully it's not used the water from Adventure River, but
No. But I will tell you, when I was a kid, I was all up in Adventure River.
I was really young when it closed, but I think I went at least once before it closed, but I was young when it closed.
Man, when I was young, I was either at Tim McCarver watching the Chicks or I was at Adventure River.
Oh, what a legend, Tim McCarver.
Those were the days. But we're out here again, last but not least. We're out here celebrating thanks to the Hilton Garden Inn over here in Germantown. We got the coaches luncheon going on because we've got the head coaches announced. We know when the game's going to be because we're going to have on December 10th the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School All-Star Game. So, again, thanks to the people at Hilton. Thank you to all the coaches. James Thomas, appreciate you joining me. Tyler Gold, again, James Thomas, head coach at Houston High School. Tyler Gold, North Point Christian School. 2 different contrasting styles. Tyler airs that jun out. My man James Thomas pounds that jun inside, running that football. So we're going to find out which one gets a little bit better as the blue and red will square off again at December 10th at Memphis University School, MUS. Now, Jay, we talked about bets. We don't have much time left. It's kind of an emergency right now. I don't know if you know this, but I have to have a winner today. I need it. I just got back from Florida. Help me pay for a little vacation.
All right, well, we talked about it. I kind of like the Braves on the money line, but I've got some winners for you, okay, John? And it's going to make you watch some hockey tonight. It's just the way it goes. Look, I told you I wanted to hold my nose and take the Braves.
I got two playoff baseball games today, and we're going hockey.
Well, I'm just more confident.
I'm with you.
I'm just more confident in the hockey. The baseball games are tough today. I like the over 6.5 goals in the Blackhawks Avalanche game. I like the over 6 goals in the Kraken Ducks game, and I like the Ducks tonight, -125. Those are my 3 hockey plays for you. I love the going over. I think the overs are going to kill again this year. The overs, you would have made a killing if you bet overs last year in the National Hockey League. I think we're going to keep riding it, John, and say it again this year before those over numbers start to get like 7 and 8 every game. Let's ride the over 6s while we can. So I'm going to take the over 6 and over 6.5 in those 2, and also the Ducks -125.
And you think that the Braves can go out there and touch up Zach Wheeler today?
I said, John, if you twisted
my arm. Is it the line that you're looking at?
No, I think the Braves are favored.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Is it because Zach Wheeler's on the bump and Kyle Wright's pitching? And I don't know if you know this, but they've seen Kyle Wright a few times. Now the Braves lineup has seen also
the Phillies used too many bullpen.
As well.
The Phillies used too many arms in the bullpen, John, and I don't think their bullpen was particularly good to begin with. So I think that and you saw how the game ended yesterday with the Braves putting a ton of runs on the board. I just think that the Phillies don't have enough in the pen, and I think that they can get Zach Wheeler out of the game, they win.
If they can get Zach Wheeler out of the game, that would be huge. Don't forget, Ronald Acuna, 3 career home runs off of Zach Wheeler in just 34 at-bats. Man, that must be my time. I got to say again, thanks to everybody out here at Hilton Garden Inn. Thanks for the coaches for joining me. It will be the 20th annual AutoZone Liberty Bowl High School game, All-Star game on December 10th. But go enjoy some baseball, watch some hockey, get out there, make this world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
You already know that 117 Prime is Memphis' premier downtown dining destination, and you probably know that Prime prides itself on its wine selection. Well, now you can add award-winning wine selection. 117 Prime was recently given the Award of Excellence from Wine Spectator magazine.